Let's say hi to Eric in Colorado. Eric, what's up?
Hey, guys, have you seen the new Playboy yet?
With Debbie Gibson?
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole celebrity thing, posing nude, is getting old, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah, it's getting old, but I'll tell you what, she's fucking hot.
Yeah, but she doesn't show anything.
She doesn't?
She does it from the way. She doesn't show. There's no beaver shots. But
Do you see Snatch?
No, you don't see Snatch.
None at all? No hair?
No, she has this, like, she has, like, this, what was it, a necklace or a belt that...
The one shot, she's holding a hat over it. The other one, I think it's like a belt or something she's covering with.
Yeah, it's some kind of wacky necklace or belt that just happens to cover the area perfectly.
Clever ways to hide it.
I mean, even still... I tell you what, I was comparing her pictures to those of Tiffany that came out last year, and her pictures are a lot better.
Remember the big Debbie Gibson-Tiffany fight of the 80s? And then the joke was, which one's going to end up in Playboy first? And
Tiffany...
What's funny is when Tiffany posed, Debbie Gibson said she would never do it.
Oh, really? She did say that?
They all say they'll never do it. The trick is, you got to do it when you're hot.
Yep.
When the people want to see you. If Tiffany and Debbie Gibson did some kind of a dyke thing in Swank magazine in 1985, maybe then...
Well, I agree with you, Anthony, because I was looking at the Debbie Gibson spread, and yeah, she's really hot and stuff, but it just annoys me because, Playboy gets these has-been singers and actresses, and they get them to pose by saying, look, we'll do very artistic photos, and it'll be more of an art thing than porno. Playboy stinks.
I mean, Debbie Gibson, she's not really a has-been. She's been big on Broadway still.
Yeah. So what?
Like
So's Nathan Lane. You want to see him naked? Playboy blows.
Dude, like I said, a has-been. Trust me. She'd rather be selling, hit albums.
I mean, do you really want to see...
Every time you hear one of those songs, you're going to spring wood now.
All right. Thank you, bro.
Later.
He's chatty.
They have this phony sense of, legitimacy because they don't show hardcore.
That's what I mean, and that's what's driving me...
It stinks.
If they're not showing Pink, then they're not really posing for any of these magazines.
But they think that's
classy. Being classy.
Hustler Hustler's honest about the agenda. This is what I'm looking at it for. I want it to look like a gynecological, an exam magazine.
You're right.
Filthy.
You're right.
Playboy fills the gap between people that can have that in their house and the poor sons of bitches that are pussy whipped by their wives that can't have porno in the house, but for some reason they've been able to talk their wives into letting them get Playboy because that's not really porno. There are articles in it, interviews with politicians, things like that, and then the occasional naked girl without, Hubba Bubba hanging between her knees. So, it serves its purpose. And for first-timers, you're a kid, you get your hand on a Playboy, that might as well be hardcore pornography.
Anthony,
not anymore, though.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah. And, you make some good points, but, Jim makes a good point about the honesty issue, she's still showing her whore side. Mm-hmm. Who's she kidding?
Yeah,
not if you ask her.
Keeps that private so no one can see it. That's what I want to see. That's the only thing I'm interested in. They could cut the head off. I don't need to see the head.
It's given me such freedom. The reason I did this was, I don't know, it's an outlet. It's just a freeing experience from... Shut up. The paycheck. That's why she did it.
Yeah, because she, wants her name in the press again.
All these people that do this, they do it for the check and the publicity.
It's just an avenue to get your name back up on top for a little while.
There you go.
And then maybe someone will pay attention to her latest song, or maybe give her some kind of role in a movie. That's all. Mm-hmm. But to act like it's artistic and stuff, no, you're showing desperation, and you want people to start talking about you again.
Right.
But to sit there, I watched her on all these shows. Yeah, the shows were the shots were done in an artistic fashion.
Yes, they were.
They're very classy. Look at this one,
Yes, I'm dressed in orange cloth, and saffron. It's art, I swear.
So you're right about the honesty issue. If you're gonna do it, you should just do it.
Yeah.
We'll see in the future. I guess like Christina Aguilera. Things like that. Britney. You think Britney will
of course.
Spread them for Playboy?
Yeah, without a doubt.
She might even go to Hustler.
I think Britney does it before she, starts the downward spiral. She's
already pretty much the has-been, isn't she?
I don't know about that. Every day there's a picture in the paper.
Yeah, but the bob hairdo now, that short haircut.
Yeah.
Kind of stinks, yeah.
No, she wore that for a day.
She's such trash. I love it.
She wigged out.
Yeah, remember we were talking about that last week. She wigged out for a day, but she threw the wig on just so she could go out.
Yeah, but I'm not saying she's not still huge in the news and stuff. But as far as a singing career goes, how relevant is she these days?
Well, she threw the greatest hits package out.
Greatest hits. That's pretty much. That's all I had, people. That's all I had. Now here's the greatest hits of it, and I'm done.
You go greatest hits, then you go live album. Or do you go live album first and then greatest hits?
I think live first.
Live first usually, and then greatest hits.
Yeah, because you need some of the live cuts.
Greatest hits with that one song. That wrecks the greatest hits album.
The one
always.
No one cares about because it's new.
It's always in the last position because even the artist knows.
It's crap and no one wants to hear it.
It's just name some stupid band, like Styx. Styx greatest hits. It's like one after another. You know all these songs, and then this last freaking song they're hoping you're gonna like.
Something new that sounds like the old stuff with updated lyrics. They're talking about like that's what you want to hear. A band like Yes puts out a greatest hits or something, and they write a new song and it's about like the internet. It's like, and it sounds just like a song that came out in 1975, but it's about computers and the new stuff and the Iraq War.
Yeah.
Oh, this blows. Shut up.
Really just awful.
Stop whining.
Let's say hi to Ted. Hey, Ted.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good, man.
Hello.
Jimmy, awesome show Friday night.
Oh, thank you, Ted. Thank you for attending.
Hey, I was sitting real close to where Pat from Moonachie was. And Jimmy introduced him as, you'll know him, he's the guy with the safety pin in his sock instead of the 10th toe.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah.
Safety pin in his sock.
Oh, yeah, I said
that's classic.
To pin it over.
Pin it over like the sleeve with the one-armed guy.
That's what it was, yeah.
Hey,
that is funny.
Guys.
That's very good. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye. All right. George, what's going on?
Not much, man. Playboy does suck. When I was 13, I was introduced to porn through High Society and Hustler.
Oh, High Society was great. I used to like Wii. Remember Wii?
I used to steal it out of my machine,
yes. Great. That's the porno, man. Like High Society, like this guy is talking. Just skank whores in that one.
You get to see all the pimples. And
just a mess.
There's no airbrushing.
Big thatch of a patch. Oh.
You guys
awful.
are great. You definitely worth the extra $2 a month.
Thank fella.
Thank you, my friend.
I remember in the hotel that was probably about a half mile from my house, me and my buddies used to go, and with screwdrivers, we would ride. They had porn vending machines. They had Wii and Penthouse. And,
porn vending machines?
Yeah. In this, it was like a Holiday Inn or whatever. It was like a little local dive hotel. And they had porn vending machines.
In Jersey?
Oh, yeah. It was on Route 1 in North Brunswick. And we would go with screwdrivers and jimmy them and steal the new porn.
Yeah.
And I was such a sex addict, even in like 5th or 6th grade. I couldn't look at it until I was alone. And I could just kind of like rub myself. Like I couldn't look at it
You
with
couldn't
my
even
friends.
look at it?
With my friends, no.
Wow, really?
I never got into looking at porn with my friends. I would always have to do it alone.
I had a big stash up in a tree fort. And, friends would come by. It was like a nightclub, I'd look, no, you, okay, come on in. Nah, you're not dressed right. Get out of here. Velvet rope. You get in the tree fort and just hand out the porno, and you'd look at it.
We had an underground tree fort.
An underground tree fort.
Well, all depended on the neighborhood,
That's
man.
a root fort.
Yeah, I know. Well, but it was that same, feel. It was a huge piece of plywood that we would cover with leaves and stuff.
And wait a minute, you dig a hole?
Yeah, massive
cover
hole.
it with plywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had like candles and stuff down there, and that's where our porn was.
I like the tree fort better, the high ground.
Well, we had those too. I mean, we had all sorts of different varieties of the fort.
Yeah.
The underground one was pretty cool, though, because it was like, honestly, it was like 8 feet down.
Really?
Yeah, it was huge, man.
And enough room side to side?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'm trying to remember now. It's probably 6 by 10 feet, probably.
The work you used to put in as a kid to, like, make things like that. And that was kind of easier because all you needed was the big piece of plywood. But a tree fort was like, you had to go out to like, places where they were building houses.
Oh, yeah.
And steal the wood. And get, like, your dad's saw and hammer and a few nails. And there you are, engineering a place that goes in a tree. You needed truss work, and, you have to get up and put those initial cross beams across the trees. And they never fell down, It's like kiddie engineering. You kind of knew you needed this, and you didn't know where you learned it from or anything, but you kind of knew how to build this structure that didn't collapse when 5 guys are up in there.
I remember
amazing.
When I was a boy, we were going to make a gang in North Brunswick. We were such faggots.
Oh.
And we were going to
gang.
I swear to God, we kind of like said, let's make a gang. We were going to call it the Lords.
Oh, 1955, Jimmy.
It's atrocious.
Ba 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 bang dang 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 bop.
Hey, I'm Jimmy Robinson, huh? Hey,
the Lord.
Patsy, over here.
Get under the porch, hey.
Hey, Monster Rain, a hubble. But no.